Um, Perfect. So I think there's no need to wait any further, and I'm excited. I'm thrilled to welcome you all today and finally see you with us. I'll quickly introduce myself. My name is Anna Tikhonenko. My last name is a bit difficult to pronounce, as many of yours actually for me, but you can simply call me Anna, and we can be not so formal for the duration of the whole program. So yeah, and I have already been in touch with, I think, all of you. That should be the case. And I am a program officer at the Ban Ki-moon Center for Global Citizens, working in its women and youth portfolio and taking care of this program and a few other ones related to youth and women empowerment. And my role here with you will be to coordinate all elements, make sure that everything is working well, make sure that your experience is a positive one, and just be the focal point, arranging everything. Um, all the elements of the program. I'm very excited to see you all here today, and having looked at all your profiles, just like all the other Ban Ki-moon Center team members that are here today on this call, I must say that I'm inspired by all the things that you already have behind your back, all the experiences and achievements, and I'm really looking forward to working with you today and for the whole program. I will first talk briefly about what awaits you today with this call, and then give the floor to our high-level opening remarks. And the agenda for today is to start with a few welcome statements, first of all by our dear co-chair, Dr. Heinz Fischer, followed by our CEO, Chief Executive Officer Monika Fröhler, and then we will give the floor to you to introduce yourselves, because that's incredible and very exciting for us to get to know you a bit better, and for you also to hear who you will be working with throughout the duration of the program. Then I will briefly introduce you to the organization itself, the Ban Ki-moon Center for Global Citizens, that is behind this initiative together with a few other partners, and give you the overview of what awaits you with the program, with this Your Future in Green Jobs mentorship program. After which we will have a short chance to do a bit of networking in breakout rooms, and you will have a small task, but nothing to be afraid of, for the breakout rooms, after which we'll have a Q&A session and wrap up the whole ceremony. And without further ado, I am delighted to welcome our dear co-chair of the Ban Ki-moon Center for Global Citizens and the 11th president of Austria, Dr. Heinz Fischer. We understand that he has plenty of things to attend to afterwards, so we will excuse him after the remarks. But for now, the floor is yours, Dr. Heinz Fischer.
Thank you. I can say thank you, Anna, because you just have allowed us to call you Anna. Dear participants, dear friends, dear mentors, I send to you my very warm greetings from Vienna, and I'm happy to join you today for the kickoff session for the Your Future in Green Jobs Mentorship Program 2024. The Your Future in Green Jobs online course was carefully developed by the Ban Ki-moon Center for Global Citizens in cooperation with Plan International, Unbounded Association, and Dubai Cares, in order to help engaged and passionate young people like all of you on this call today to learn about the multitude of green career paths and of how to embark on a green career. The nature of work is rapidly changing in the face of technological transformation, but also climate changing in the face, but also climate change plays an increasingly role in how we think of and conduct work. We constantly need to adapt and go with the times, and this is most obvious in the type of professional career we, and especially you, are choosing. While the future poses its fair share of challenges, it also breeds new opportunities. Many of the jobs and careers that existed when I was in your age, in the 1950s or 60s, no longer exist today. At the same time, we have seen the creation of new careers that no one would have thought of a few decades ago. Out of a total of close to 90 applications, 23 participants, namely you, were selected through a careful screening process. Successful applicants come from Asia, from Africa, and North America, and they are all between 14 and 20 years old. Being a global citizen is our mantra at the BKMSC, and this is because we believe that humanity is guided by global citizen leaders who care for people, for the planet, and for prosperity for all. And we are convinced that you are those change makers, those future leaders, young people acting with passion and compassion for a better future for all. I therefore very much hope that we all, you and we, men and women and others, young and old, from all countries in the world, can learn from history and truly commit to certain overarching values, such as, first, embracing diversity and respecting differences. In today's interconnected world, embracing diversity is not just a choice, but a necessity for progress. Secondly, promoting dialogue and understanding. Engaging in constructive dialogue and seeking to understand others and other viewpoints can foster empathy and bridge divides. The ongoing conflicts in regions like the Middle East or the Ukraine underscore the importance of open communication and dialogue in resolving differences peacefully. Third, rejecting discrimination and prejudice. Discrimination and prejudice have no place in a world striving for equality and justice. Instances of discrimination based on race, on gender, sexual orientation, and other factors continue to challenge our commitment to inclusivity and tolerance. In this context, I may refer to the SDGs, the Paris Climate Agreement, and to the Human Rights Charter of the United Nations, a very important document, in trying to find a way towards a peaceful, green, and prosperous future. And it's for me certain that one of the prerequisites to fight for a just world is a successful fight against hunger, against poverty, for democracy, for the rule of law, and in particular for peace and for decent living conditions for all. Let me therefore close my remarks by saying we are really very excited to have you on board and are looking forward to seeing your green career path come into shape and to prosper. Lots of success, and thank you for listening, and have a very successful meeting. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Heinz Fischer, for your inspiring and kind words. Without further ado, I'm happy to introduce our next speaker with her welcoming remarks, our dear CEO of the Ban Ki-moon Center for Global Citizens, Monika Fröhler. The floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Anna. And hello to everyone who is dialed into this call. And I'm actually shifting my view so that I can see all of you. Great. I'm seeing faces from all over the world. And actually, it fills me with very much pride to have the various regions of the world represented here. You are like a mini United Nations as you are coming together. And the first thing that I want to mention is congratulations. Dr. Heinz Fischer already told you, you have been selected amongst many applicants. You are the lucky, and we are the lucky ones to be working with you in the upcoming months. It is exciting to do a mentorship program, particularly connected to green jobs. And I think all of you agree that your careers will, in one shape or form, be green. But maybe some of you haven't yet even decided on which job you take. So therefore, we want to foster a relationship between you and a very experienced person that can hopefully inspire you, maybe in some instances can become a friend, an advisor of you, and who can inspire you to do things that you haven't maybe even thought about as of now. Our program intends to reach 10,000 people. So we want for our Green Jobs course 10,000 subscribers. And we also gladly listen to your advice and to your insights in how we can improve this online course potentially. I know many of you have already finished it. Others are in the course to finish it. And we are very hopeful to improve it over the years. Now, why are mentorship programs important? I think they're important because you get insight into a world that is not yet your own. You literally get something like a symbolic key into a universe that has not yet been part of your own. And I believe that it shall be an opportunity for you, not only to learn from one another, because you have peers now all over the world that are in this cohort with you, but also from your mentors. We have selected incredible mentors for you. People who have vast experience in many fields, like, for example, in education, in agriculture and climate, in diplomacy, in renewable energy, in social entrepreneurship, in natural resource management, in chemistry and in innovation, in peace and security, and in just transition, and many more subject matters. We are proud to have 23 mentors for you. And we are really matching one by one according to your preferences, to your interests, and also to your abilities that we have gotten to know in your application. We are happy to partner with UNSDSN. Maybe you know them already. They are the United Nations Sustainable Solution Network, Sustainable Development Solution Network. We're also partnering with Plan International. They have been instrumental in creating the Green Online Job course in the first instance. We're also glad to count on Unbounded Associates as partners of ours and also as mentors. And even Dubai Cares stands ready to mentor one of you amongst many others. We are very proud that Niforte is also joining us. Niforte is one of our champions, one of our alums, so to say, of the Ban Ki-moon Center. He was awarded the championship last year and was promoted at the climate conference for his amazing solutions on agriculture and empowerment of widows in Cameroon. And we are proud that he too will serve as a mentor for us. And our alumni and our various fellows and scholars that have already passed programs with us, many of them are in incredibly engaging enterprises and have started their own projects and will stand you answer to many of your questions and will be there to assist you as mentors in your process. Now, I can say that mentorship in my life has played an incredibly important role. I had mentors, probably the first ones that I can count for are my parents, because they already told me and taught me to believe in myself. And I'm sure that you have people in your life, in your family, maybe it's your siblings, maybe it's your parents, maybe it's your friends, who encourage you in the things that you're doing and who also tell you to believe in yourself. There is a beautiful saying that my dad put towards me many, many times, and I want to share it with you. He always said, Monica, make sure that you are contributing a verse to the poem of this world. Because he believed that all of us can actually write one line at least to the big poem that our humanity at large creates at the time when we are born and when we are living in our planet. So I had other mentors as well. For example, my teachers. My teachers believed that I have the capacity to rise above what I thought I could do. So one of them was sending me on an exchange program to the United Kingdom. Another one was helping me to become a delegate of the European Youth Parliament. And it was at that time I was 16 and my English was sort of a bit dodgy still. But she believed in me and she said, you can do this. And so I went to the European Youth Parliament, and that actually triggered my incredible interest in multilateralism and in believing that all of us, and I see now Fardeen and Angelito and Riri, and I see Rama, and I see Raisya, and I see Kwan Yong, and I see Latifa, that all of us, even coming from very different backgrounds, if we work together, we can do much better things than if we walk alone. And so my bosses eventually, so after my teachers, my bosses, I had some that were truly inspirational for me. And I had one particular one who gave me whole projects to master where I could travel the world and could actually see things that I hadn't seen before. And indeed, he was always saying, it was again a he, surprisingly, and he was always saying, you can only be what you can see. And I found that intriguing because it is true, if you don't have a glimpse into the other universe, as I called it before, or if you don't have the key to another landscape, you probably don't even know that such a career exists. So you can only be what you can see is this role model that you will hopefully meet in your mentor. So having said all this, all of you will construct something that we call an SDG micro project. So you hopefully and surely already glow for some of the SDGs, and you know them all very well, the 17 goals of the United Nations. And all of you will venture into a project that you design, hopefully together with your mentor, and that will shape not only your life for a couple of weeks and months, but also the people that you're interacting with. Because you will work with community, you will work with others. And we are proud as Ban Ki-moon Center in the meantime, because of scholars like you, and because of fellows like you, we have reached 900,000 people with our SDG micro projects. So we are eager to listen to your stories and to your in exciting backgrounds and to make full use of the opportunity of working with you. I want to say thanks to all of the partners. Big thanks to Anna, who is the mastermind of steering the mentorship. And of course, big thanks to Dubai Cares, to Unbounded Associates, and to Plan International who make this happen. And to all of the mentors who are entering into relationships with you that hopefully last for a long, long time. All the best to you. Congratulations. And I'm looking forward to meeting you in your introductions.
Thank you very much, Monica, for these words. That's really inspiring and encouraging to hear that, I think, at the beginning of this journey for everyone that's present here. And now I would like to take a brief moment to take a picture of this first meeting that we all have as a cohort. And I will pass the floor over to Maya, who is our communications associate, who is assisting this program from the communications side and does quite a lot of work. And Maya, you're welcome to introduce yourself and then take over for the screenshots.
Thank you, Anna. Hi, everyone. It's really nice to meet you, finally, somewhat in person, as I've seen your biographies, your profiles, and I'm super excited to see what you're going to do in the next months that are coming with the mentors. And so now I would just like to take a picture of all of us. So if you could please put on your cameras and we can do a fun one where we just like wave at the camera. This is just to share with everyone that the mentorship has kicked off on our social media channels. So thank you very much for putting on the cameras, and I will tell you when we have to be very happy on the camera. So yeah, say hi to the camera. Perfect. Thank you so much. It's all good, Anna.
Amazing. Thank you very much, Maya, for taking a picture and commemorating this moment. And now time has come to move on to probably one of the most exciting parts of today's session. We have read your bios and your project ideas and lots of things about you many times while selecting the participants, but most of you probably don't know yet who you will be working with in the same cohort for the duration of the program, which is around 6 months. And yeah, therefore, we are excited to give the floor over to all of you to introduce yourselves. And please take the time, don't rush. You have it's limited to around 2 minutes, and you're welcome to talk about where you're from, what your interests are, what motivated you to participate in the program and to contribute to sustainable development agenda, and so on and so forth. Please, at the very beginning, mention your name so that we know how to pronounce it correctly, and I will take some notes to make sure that I can address you all properly. And one other thing that we would appreciate to know is what you want to get from this experience, what you're most looking forward to. And at the very end, please nominate somebody else to go next. And if someone wants to start, please raise your hand or maybe even unmute yourself. Otherwise, I will just nominate the person that appears the first on my screen. And since I don't see any raised hands, Fardeen, you are the one, the first one on my screen, so the floor is yours.
Thank you, Anna. And, I'm Fardeen Black, and I'm 16 years old from Nairobi, Kenya, a young global citizen. And I am, a two-time International Children Peace Prize nominee and one of the youngest Global Goals activators, and was actually the youngest DAN Award recipient back then in the year 2020. And I am the co-founder of Kikau Cultures, which is a program based on educating our peers and the little ones about the 17 global goals through project-based learning, and is based on a fun approach. And the founder of my Why Not campaign, which is based on strengthening the articles of the UNCRC. And, my interests are, I love sports, including, swimming and a bit of hockey. And, what motivates me to participate in the program is to get to collaborate and know different people from different parts of the world. And then through that, I could, set up some project that will, replicate and bring positive change to the world. And, from this experience, I want to gain more knowledge that's going to enable me to become a better person. And, I nominate Jiho.
Hello. Yeah, so I'll start. My name is Jiho Lee, and I'm a high school student and I'm thrilled to be joining you all for this mentorship program. And I'm 18 years old, and I'm a high school student here in Vienna, Austria, where I was born and raised. And I'm incredibly excited to be part of this mentorship program, as this is a great opportunity to expand my knowledge and begin cultivating a path towards a green career. And I have always been interested in SDGs and the Paris Climate Agreement because of my older sister, who talks about it very often. And thus, I would like to pursue a career in this direction as well. I am particularly good in math, and so I'm naturally drawn to finances and economics. And I hope to know what I can study to kickstart a career in sustainable finances through this program. And yes, also, I thank you for this great opportunity, and I can't wait to engage with you all throughout this mentorship program. And I'll be nominating next Daniel Persky.
Hi, I'm Daniel Persky. I'm 15 years old and I'm from the United States. Last month, I was a delegate to the ECOSOC Youth Forum as a Learning Planet Youth Fellow. And and I'm most interested in climate action as well as youth empowerment through economic opportunities. What motivates me to participate in this program is that I'm interested in having a green career when I'm an adult, and also helping others have a green career if they want that. And I'm really excited to be a part of this with all of you guys. So I'll pass it on to Riri.
Hello. So my name is actually Kira. I had technical difficulties logging in, so I'm using my mom's account right now. But yeah, I'm Kira. I'm 18 years old. I'm currently in Saudi Arabia, but I'm also Indonesian. And some of my interests are drawing, painting, and fashion. And I believe green careers are the future. There's no way around them because it's the betterment of our race, of humanity in general. I'm really into sustainable fashion and how the fashion industry could become a lot more friendlier to the earth and to the people. And one thing that I really want to gain from this experience is just meeting everyone from different parts of the world. I've been traveling around for most of my life, so it's really interesting meeting new people. Thank you. I nominate Rahma next.
Hi everyone, it's nice to finally meet you all. And my name is Rahma Mashadi. I'm 16 years old and I'm from Pakistan. I'm currently doing the IB diploma program, and some of my interests are psychology, and computer science, reading, and jewelry design, I guess. And what motivated me to participate in this program was that recently I actually started my own NGO, and it's just a social media page for now where I promote the UN SDGs and bring awareness to them, because especially in Pakistan, there's like not much awareness about that, especially in underprivileged people, like in the underprivileged community here. So I learned a lot from starting that NGO, but also I wanted to bring change on a bigger scale, and I really believe that joining this program will help me achieve that. And I also hope to learn from all of you and meet other people who have similar goals as me. And that is it. So I nominate Latifa.
Hi everyone, I'm Latifa. I'm from Bahrain and I'm currently a renewable energy engineering student. And I think I understood the what are your interests in two ways. So one is more professional. In terms of that, I like my interests lie in youth advocacy and youth empowerment, as well as clean energy and how those two intersect. And on a more personal level, my interests lie in learning. Like, I know that sounds a little weird to say I like to learn, but I think education is the primary tool for progress. And so I really like to learn, as long as it's not, studying for a test. I hate that. But what motivated me to participate in this program is the deep knowledge that I want to get from these mentors who've been pioneering the green jobs industry. So programs like these are the reason youth empowerment is so important. I mean, are leading youth empowerment, and especially towards future fields like the green jobs field. And I nominate Jessie Faith.
Hi everyone, my name is Jessie Faith, Teo or Theo, any of the two works. I am 18 years old and I'm from Lusaka, Zambia. My interests really are in creating a more sustainable environment. Because I believe that at the end of the day, in as much as we will have our leaders leading, we together as youths can also as well lead to a more sustainable future, and we can work together and be connected where we don't experience any division, and a more peaceful world and a more brighter future. What motivated me to join the program? Actually, it's a really funny story, honestly. When I was younger, I used to think that when I was younger, I would get unwell, and when I go to the hospital, I used to think that the doctor would give me a lollipop for being good. So the next time that I went there, I was like, oh, wait, I'm actually sick. And when I realized that, I wanted to observe my environment. I noticed how the doctors would be so kind to to us, the little girls. He would give us a lollipop. He would say, "Oh, you've been so good," and I loved that experience. I wanted to be part of those compassionate people. I wanted to be able to understand how their minds are working, and I later learned that it's not just about being kind to an individual, but as well as our environment, as well as even the animals, just the world at large, our whole ecosystem. Every little thing, the tiniest organism plays such a major role in our daily lives. And I also wanted to be part of that progress, that development. What I get from being part of this program is to be part of such an incredible group of individuals, because I believe that together we can make something big. We can change the tomorrow, and not only just look at the world from one perspective, but we can also look at the world from different eyes and understand different people's concepts of thinking, different people's just the ability on how one person thinks from another, and be able to show compassion, to show understanding to others. And of course, I will nominate Raisia. Raisia, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, of course. Thank you so much.
I'm afraid we can't hear her. Anna,
Yeah.
will you? Yeah.
I also just realized that we do not hear you, unfortunately, Raisia. I see you have unmuted yourself, but the sound is not working. Maybe try switching in the settings. There are normally several options of where the sound will be coming from. Maybe that helps. Otherwise, we can... No, not yet. Yeah, then you can maybe write it in the chat and we pass the floor over to somebody else, and you can also try again a bit later. I will take the liberty to nominate the next person, and the first one that appears on my screen right now is Calviona. So you're welcome to introduce yourself. You will have to unmute yourself first. We don't hear you yet. Calviona? Is that?
Hello, I'm Calviona Sig from Malawi, a college student doing physiotherapy. What motivated me to join this? It's my friend Madali. So she used to talk about this. So I thought I would apply and get picked. And luckily I got, actually I've applied before, but not here, of course, but I wasn't picked and I got luck. I was so happy to be picked. I like cooking, reading. That's what I usually do during my free time. Yeah, and I enjoy making friends, and I'm happy that I'm having friends across the group. Thank you.
And please nominate the next person.
I'll nominate. Wait. Yusuf Sani. Yeah, Yusuf San.
I am not sure if Yusuf can hear us well. Yeah, perfect. I see that your video is on. We don't hear you yet, Yusuf.
Yusuf texted before that he does have connection problems, so he might, I think his picture is stuck. So I guess Anna,
Yeah.
we will come back to Yusuf.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Monica. Then I will again nominate the next person, and Boksun An, you're welcome to go next.
Can you hear me? Yeah. Hi everyone, my name is Bo-Xun An. I'm hailing from Beijing, China, and recently I'm a grade 11 student. For interest, since I have a profound passion for mathematics and statistics, I often help my school teachers to give exam.
I don't hear Boksun at the moment. And I think he might have been kicked out of the call. It is always a bit tricky with online meetings and people join in from all over the world with different internet connections. And we struggle with those issues all the time, unfortunately. But that's the reality. I don't see Boksun in the call right now.
No,
so
he's
Okay.
back, he's back, he's back.
I'm back. I don't know what happens. Okay. I have proven a passion on mathematics and statistics, and I often help my school teachers to give exam papers to our school students. So I aspire to leverage my knowledge and skills to contribute effectively to our forthcoming programs and activities. And because I consider myself a very kind-hearted person, and I want to make the world a better place and make people's lives more comfortable. So when I found about this program, I saw that it might help me to fulfill my vision. And for the whole program, I hope to not only accomplish my goals, but also to meet other friends and peoples and have more interactions and cooperation after this program. Yeah, thanks.
Thank you. And don't forget to nominate the next person.
Okay, I see. Wait a minute. Huan Young Park.
Hello, I am Kwon Young Park, and I am from South Korea. I am 17 years old, but I am living in Beijing, China, same as Bo-Xun. And my biggest interest is in agriculture business, especially organic farming and astrophysics. I know that those two topics are a little bit different, but those are my strengths and favorite interests. And the motivation to participate in this program came from actually one of my school teacher or leadership teacher. He introduced me about this program and about what this program is for and what it does and what I'll be doing. After I heard that, I thought it's a good chance for me to learn and share with participants and also learn from the mentors what I've been doing and what I can do. And from this experiment, I'm expecting to, as I said, share what we did or share what we will be doing, because I believe in the collective learning and collective power coming from the cooperation that we all can bring together. And I'm looking forward to the program. Now I will nominate Ved Solanke. I'll nominate you. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ved Solanke. I'm 17 years old and I'm from India. So my interests lie in diplomacy and international relations. I like to do psychology, read faces, do graphology and stuff. So what motivated me to come here was me being the RISE 2024 finalist and World Food Forum's Global Education Fair awardee this year. I've been more interested to know about the current farmer suicides in my region of Vidarbha here in India. So I've been working on that. I have developed a community project, and for the sake, I'm the youth ambassador for Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, 100.org as well. So what kept motivating me was the name itself, Ban Ki-moon. So that thing actually stuck me, and I was like to apply for this. And if there's anything that I would like to gain from this experience is exposure to a whole lot of people. This is a global community, and I hope that perhaps as it was the first time for me to hear the term green jobs, I will probably excel in that in the coming time. So thank you, and I would like to nominate Hamza Sadakat. Thank you.
Hello and good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Thank you so much. I am the student of geoinformatics, a combination of geographic information system and remote sensing. So I am working on climate change, analyzing of climate change, and basically from melting of glaciers from Himalayan regions to the rising sea level of Indian Ocean. So the program will help me to become as eco-preneur. And basically, first of all, I take up a course from University of Erasmus of SDGs, where I know about the Ban Ki-moon Center. So I am interested to become a part of this course, this mentorship program, so I can share my expertise in internet program, and it will help me to increase my social and multicultural competency as well. Thank you so much. Now I will nominate Iman.
Could you please repeat who you nominated? Because the audio quality is a bit problematic.
Was it Susan?
Iman.
Imam.
Can you please introduce yourself?
Iman, can you hear us? Hello, hello. I think you unmuted yourself. We see a little kitty cat as your profile picture. Iman, can you hear us? No, we cannot hear you. I can't hear you. Sorry. Try again, maybe with shifting the sound at the bottom of your page. Okay, technical issues. Thank you, Imam. Then allow me, Anna, to nominate the next one. I nominate Susan Donald. I hope, Susan, you can connect with us.
I believe Susan is actually one of our mentors, because we have both participants and mentors in this call today.
Okay, then Anna, correct me. Great. Do nominate the next one.
I see Nuhail, who hasn't introduced himself yet, so I will give the floor to you.
Hello, my name is Mohammad Noel Kabir. I am from Bangladesh. I'm 20 years old. I'm doing Bachelor in Management Studies. My interest is climate policy and climate finance. What motivates me to apply for this program is, one of the biggest problems in my community is climate issues, climate change, and so I always have think about to make a project to do a project in my community, basically environmental awareness. So this mentorship program will really, I believe that will equip me and give me knowledge about how to implement projects in my community, and also learn from others about their projects and their experience. And I also have a great news, which is I have been selected for US Actions program on climate change and environment. So next month I will go to the US for the program. And so both program on, US Actions program and this mentorship program will equip me and also give me a great knowledge to help my community solve the community problems. Thank you so much. I would like to nominate next.
maybe we can give the floor to Yusuf because I think he has
Okay.
some problematic internet and he has his hand raised at the moment, so maybe he has a moment of stable connection. So let's try again, Yusuf. If it's not working, unfortunately, maybe Noel, you can go ahead and nominate the next person.
Hello,
Yeah, I
good
can
afternoon,
second.
everyone. Hello, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Yusuf Sani. Hi, everyone. Let me come back again. Hi, everyone. My name is Yusuf Sani from Sokoto, Nigeria. I study political science from Osman Afodio University here in Nigeria. Now also pursuing professional port green job skill for myself and my community. So actually, I have interest in this climate change. Let me just say goal 13 is one of my priority goal that I want to pursue here, particularly here in my state in Sokoto, because we are experiencing one of the hottest weather in Nigeria. And NYC SDG in goal 13, so as to save this planet from this climate change that we experience. So I'm so happy to meet you all. Nice to meet you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Yusuf. Maybe you can nominate another person. If you don't have anyone in mind, I've noticed that we have 2 participants from Mongolia with rather difficult names to pronounce. So I think you have been left for the end. And I will nominate Duren Bileg. Correct me if I pronounced your name completely wrong. You're welcome to introduce yourself.
Hi everyone. My name is Dorun Veslek. You spelled it right, but you guys can call me Tutu for short. And I'm from Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia. I studied 11th grade in high school. Well, my interests are mostly in doing community works, but most of them are just directed to environmental works. I have participated in a program like Junior Ranger Teen Parliament in my country that just boosted my interest in green activities. But my motivations, like I want to level up my knowledge in here and get new ideas from the people around the world and get new perspectives, something for my further journey for that. Okay, so that's it. And I'll nominate Sorokto.
Hi everyone. Can everyone hear me?
Yes, we can. Thank you.
Okay. Hello, my name is Sorkuktani Polor. I know it's really long, but most people just call me Sorko. Sorko. So yeah. I'm from Mongolia, same as Durumbitluk. And as for my interests, I really like to swim. I go for swimming a lot. And as you know, Mongolia is like a landlocked country, so there are no beaches where I can like go for a swim or surf. But you know, it's cool. As for what motivates me, all my life I've been living abroad, not in Mongolia. And then just like a few years ago, I came back to my home country and I saw like all the pollution and the environmental damage there is. And so I joined the United Nations Youth Advisory Panel. And through there, I've been kind of introduced to this whole new world of like global citizenship and the United Nations. I've been so inspired and I've been motivated to learn a lot because I like to learn, and sometimes it just feels like there's so much to learn, not enough time. So I hope to increase my knowledge, and also as a high schooler, growing up to the, work and stuff, I hope to gain the knowledge of what it means to have a green career. Yeah. And then, so yeah, that's it. Thank you.
I can maybe assist you with nominating the next person. I checked who else is left out there who hasn't spoken from the cohort. I see, thank you to the mentors that added the word mentor at the end of their names so that there's no confusion. And from the participants, I would like to nominate Kabir, who hasn't spoken yet.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Anna. My name is Kabir Pasricha. I was born in Bahrain, but then I've been brought up in Dubai, and I play basketball in National League. My interests are like with coding. I've been passionate about like I guess the environment and about animals for like since I was a kid. So like my dad, he introduced me to the Ban Ki-moon Green Jobs Mentorship program. Like first with the like the Green Jobs program at first, and then because he works in fintech, so that's what motivated me. But the things I want to get from this experience, I would say like everyone else, would just to be like to meet new people and like to learn new things and like to gain experience with my mentor as well. And yeah, thank you. I'll nominate Jello. Oh, sorry, he's a mentor. Um Sorry, I actually don't know who hasn't spoken yet.
I can probably help you already at that point because there are two people that haven't introduced themselves yet. And Denise, you're welcome to go next. Denise, I don't hear you yet. Are you here with us? If not, then the last person left to introduce themselves is Minso Kim. You're welcome to crown it all.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Thank you. Hello, my name is Minso Kim and I'm from Seoul, South Korea, and I'll be graduating from UWC USA this May. I'm interested in education, addressing education gap within the South Korea society, and I'm particularly drawn to reducing education gap for North Korean defector children. And what motivated me to participate in the program is from my experience as working as sustainability residential assistants on my campus. Through the program, I was able to expose more like diverse efforts to address climate change or other necessary or other problems associated to the climate change. And through this program, I am expecting to learn deepen like deepen knowledges with my mentors and develop my project to contribute a positive change. Thank you.
Thank you as well. And thank you to absolutely everyone sharing your journey and introducing yourself. It's lovely to finally meet you in person.
Anna, I think Raisha wants to try again. Yeah. She wants to see whether her mic works.
Amazing. Thank you, Monica, for spotting this.
So over to you.
Yes, it's my sound. Okay. I'm sorry, I don't know what happened with my mic, but hello, it's nice to meet you all. I am Raisha Aska. I'm from Indonesia and currently in 10th grade senior high school. I could say my interest is in bioentrepreneurship because when I was little, I used to live in a business environment from my mom specifically, who do business with farmers in rural and remote areas. And what motivates me is probably because I already have an idea about creating a bio-based enterprise, but I don't know how to execute it. So I hope through this program, I can seize my future and great jobs with BKMC. Thank you.
Thank you very much for introducing yourself as well, and I'm happy that the technical issue is solved and you were able to speak today as well. Yeah, it is once again lovely to finally see you all and hear about your incredible journeys. We were very happy the other day to put all of your profiles on the BKMC website, and I have shared it in the WhatsApp. I'll get back to that with logistical notes because not everyone is in the WhatsApp group because I was not able to add all of you or to find your accounts, but we'll get back to that later. But the great news is that you're all on our website and you can have a look at your profile there and the people that you're going to be going through the program with. Another thing I wanted to mention is that it's incredible that all of you, or most of you, definitely shared that you want to get networking from this whole program. And I will try to take it into account as much as possible and create as many opportunities for you to chat with each other and have different breakout rooms and check-in sessions together so that you can network between yourselves, but also through your mentors, of course, and other elements of the program. And I will move on to the next section of the kickoff ceremony, and I will quickly introduce you now to the organization, one of the 4 organizations behind the Your Future in Green Jobs mentorship program. We have partnered with Dubai Cares, Unbounded Associates, and Plan International, as has been mentioned, but the Ban Ki-moon Center does the main coordination and organization of the project. And I'm happy to introduce you to this organization. I'll be very brief because I want to reserve time for many other things at the end, and we're running short of time as always. But the Ban Ki-moon Center is a quasi-international organization. We are located in Vienna, Austria, and we have been running for around 6 years already because the organization was founded in 2018 by 2 co-chairs, 2 world leaders. When they retired, Ban Ki-moon, the 8th Secretary General of the United Nations, and Heinz Fischer, the 11th President of Austria, whom you had a chance to hear today earlier in this meeting, they founded this organization with the goals. They vary. They're multiple, but the main framework that we work with can be seen here is to achieve the Sustainable Development Goals and fulfill the Paris Climate Agreement. And both of these frameworks are the legacy of SG Ban Ki-moon himself, who achieved these huge milestones in 2015 at the end of his tenure as the Secretary General. And the organization, the Ban Ki-moon Center, has as its goal to achieve or contribute to achieving of these 2 big frameworks. And we do this by acting as a sort of a bridge between the young change makers or future leaders and current leaders that are already making important decisions affecting the world. And we have different programs for empowering the youth and women in particular. And we also consult the Austrian government and work with different other governments to try to promote certain issues that we believe are incredibly important and that are often overlooked, like climate adaptation is one of the big focus points, and global citizenship education is another one. And in general, this whole work is there to achieve the vision that we have, which is humanity guided by global citizen leaders with a global citizen mindset who care for people, planet, and prosperity. and the well-being in general of all of us, and not just for a certain nation or for capitalistic interests and so on. And a very important concept here is global citizens, global citizenship. And to be very short, it is about shared humanity. It's about the fact that global problems require global solutions, and we need to act with this in mind and care about issues that go beyond those affecting our families, communities, countries directly, and promoting, in general, the SDGs, because they encompass so many different areas that need to be taken care of in many different ways. So in short, global citizenship, which is even in the name of the organization, is about that. And green jobs in particular are rather strongly related to this concept, because the way we define them is it's a very broad definition, as you probably all know by now, because it's also mentioned in the online course. And green job can be, any job can be a green job if you apply the right mindset, and if you take the well-being of humanity and the planet as well, of course, into account, and act with passion and compassion, and just try to achieve the improvement of people's conditions and the world in overall with your actions. I will now go on to briefly introducing the program itself. And again, here I'll try to be short because I want to leave some time for the breakout rooms that we will have at the end. And the goal of this program, as you again probably know already, is to empower youth to connect their passions, interests, and skills with meaningful careers that would address climate change, but also other SDGs head-on. And the head-on part relates to the fact that you will be doing your SDG micro projects, which I will introduce in a bit more detail on one of the following slides. But within this program, we target the youngest audience for the Ban Ki-moon Center altogether. We normally work with people from 20 to 35 years old. And with this program, it was sometimes a challenge to reach a whole new audience and to adapt to a different way of working in many ways. But our target group here is 14 to 20 year olds. And the target for the program is global. That's why we have people with this cohort from Africa, from Asia, and North America. It just happened this way. We did not set any limitations. It just happened in the way that we don't have, kind of unfortunately, but also we don't have participants, for instance, from Latin America, from Europe, but we're excited to have all of you here. And it's interesting how the focus formed naturally through the application process. And this program involves a few other elements in addition to the mentorship program itself. We have the online course, which you are, again, familiar with already, and most of you have the certificates. A few of you are still in the process of taking the course. And the mentorship program builds on the knowledge that you gain from the course, and it deepens our input into empowering the youth for taking on green jobs, because we provide you with different workshops, with mentorship opportunities, and with the framework and support to implement your own projects. So the mentorship program is something related to the online course, but it's a huge project in and of itself, and we will have 2 cohorts. You're the first, the inauguratory one, which is very exciting. And next year we will probably try to make it even better with your feedback, with all the learnings that we get, and have the second cohort of the mentorship program. And all of this will also be related to a third part, which is the policy recommendation study. And I'm mentioning it because it builds on the knowledge that we get, on the insights that we get from the online course participants, people taking the course and answering the questions in the in the forms inbuilt there and so on. And also the mentorship program participants will inform the policy recommendation study, because we want to use the and amplify the voices of young people for whom it's actually relevant and who can share what kind of support they need from governments and different other agencies and actors on the international arena to empower you and to help you gain the right green skills and take on green jobs and contribute to sustainable development of the planet. And very briefly, the program will be running for 3 years, and we have very ambitious numbers. We plan to have 10,000 users of the online course, half of whom will complete the online course by the end of the duration of the program. We will have 45 mentees because, as I mentioned, we will have 2 cohorts, and you're the incredible, brilliant first one with 23 people participating. And we will have 1 policy recommendation study at the end. And now a bit more about the activities that await you with the program. And I'll present it in the form of a timeline, starting with the fact that we spent kind of the whole April selecting, going through the applications and carefully selecting the best of the best and the most motivated people with different backgrounds, different experiences, so that you can all learn not only from us and the mentors, but also from each other, because you all have vast experiences already, which is incredible for your young age. And that's very inspiring to read about what you are doing. Then at the beginning of May, we matched you with the mentors that you will be working with, that will be supporting and guiding you through the process. And please let me know, please shout out in case you have not received the email connecting you to the mentor. The mentor is always in the copy. I noticed that a few people asked me about the email of the mentor. It's in the copy of that communication that I sent out. And yeah, now we're having the kickoff ceremony on the 15th of May, after which in a bit more than a week, we will have the first workshop. And that's a very exciting first input that we will give to you. And we already have a plan for this workshop number 1. We will have 2 sections. Same will be for the second workshop. And with the first workshop, we will start with a brief introduction to SDGs, global citizenship, green jobs, etc., by a person that we have been working with on several occasions already, Darcy Loon, who is a founder of an organization called Teaspoons of Change. And I know that a lot of you are very familiar with SDGs and so on, but this session should not be boring to anyone, because Darcy has a lot of experience and he'll be talking about the issues he struggled with, and he will be sharing lots of interesting things and just will be able to bring everyone on the same page, because not all of you actually know that much about sustainable development agenda and other similar issues, as was indicated in the application form, because that was one of the questions. And then I also encouraged you to schedule the first meeting with your mentor for end of May and June, because it will be amazing to get to know your mentor already, figure out how you will be working together. And for this, we will also provide you with a very brief framework. We will send you a Google form very soon, where you will indicate how often you want to meet, what your goals and expectations from the mentorship component are, and so on. So you're expected to have the first meeting already rather soon. And ideally, it can be also after the first workshop, when you will know even a bit more about SDG project implementation. And I'm realizing that I forgot to mention the second part of workshop number 1, which will be about project management, where our COO, Chief Operational Officer of the Ban Ki-moon Center, Katra Olmes, she will talk about project management and her experiences with this. And also she has seen so many SDG micro projects implemented throughout many different cohorts. So she will be able to share a lot of interesting insights and guide you through this process as well. So that's something nice to look forward to. And after this, after the 2 workshops, you will be set to the main part of the whole program, which is the implementation, ideation, and implementation of your SDG micro projects. And you will have, of course, support from your mentors, and we will have regular meetings with the BKMC team, with me mostly, where we will try to make sure that you get the right support that you need, you have all the information, we can try to solve your concerns, issues that you encounter together, and also just share all the achievements that you have to motivate each other and to share the learnings. And then at the end of November, more or less, we will have the online graduation ceremony. So that's still a long way to go, a large and long journey, but November will be the official end of the program, after which we will, of course, still stay in touch because we like to involve our alumni in many different ways, whether it be speaking at conferences or involving you for different projects as experts and so on and so forth. So that's more or less the plan. And now I would like to briefly introduce you again to SDG micro projects. And I'm realizing that we're running out of time already, so I will be extremely short, and then we'll rush to the breakout rooms, because that's something I think really important for all of you. So the SDG micro projects are targeting different SDGs, can be one, can be plenty, they're all interconnected anyways, and we will provide you with some framework. So you will receive 2 templates, one for the proposal of the project and another one for the report towards the end of the whole program. And we will talk about it in more detail during the first workshop. And with the mentorship component, I think I mentioned a lot of things already. So you will have at least 3 meetings with your mentor. It's ideal that you have one at the beginning of the program. Then you will have another one as a check-in, more or less at the middle of the journey, so that you can identify any issues, whether something is going wrong, or share how the whole process is going for you all together. And then the last meeting would be to talk about the lessons learned and just finalize the whole journey. Yeah, you will receive the form where you talk about the goals and define them together with your mentor. The duration of the meetings is up to you, ideally not less than 1 hour, and you are also welcome to meet more than 3 times if you decide so with your mentor. Like, this is not limited. You are supposed to have 3 meetings at least, but if both you and your mentor are willing to meet more often, you're more than welcome to do so. I will duplicate more information about the first meeting in an email that I'll send afterwards, so that you will have all the instructions for the first meeting once again. And I'm excited to give you a small chance to network. And you will have around 10 minutes, let's say, for the breakout rooms. And Maya, I will kindly ask you to set them up while I'm introducing the goal of them. I'm not sure if Maya is. Yeah.
Hi, Anna. I just created the breakout rooms.
Perfect. Amazing. Thank you, Maya. You will be around 4 people in one group, and you can discuss anything you want. There are some clues that we prepared for you, so to guide the discussion, but maybe you could start with identifying, after all the introductions, what you have in common with the people that you ended up in one breakout room with. You're placed there at random, so there's no logic behind it from our side. I think you will be able to find something nice to talk about anyways. Me and Maya will jump from one room to the other to see if everything is working well. And there's one task that we would like to give you. It's not technically a task, but we planned the first workshop, and the second one will be planned according to your needs and what would be most relevant for you. So we prepared this Mentimeter. You can access it in 3 different ways, by scanning the QR code, etc., etc. And you can add your answers on to the question, which expert workshop themes would you yourselves like to have and would benefit most from. And that's essentially it. I will let you join the breakout rooms, and I will see you at in 10 minutes, because the time is different for everyone. So we see each other in 10 minutes. Welcome back.
Hello.
Still waiting for everyone to come back to the main meeting, and unfortunately we only have technically 1 minute to finish. If you don't mind, I will take a couple more minutes, maybe 2 maximum, to wrap everything up. And yeah, most people should be back in around 10 seconds. How was it for you in the breakout rooms? I know you probably didn't have enough time to.
Yeah, the time was limited.
I think most of us are back, and yeah, I want to say sorry that we don't have time, unfortunately, for the Q&A session. If you have anything that seems unclear, you would like to know more of, etc., etc., please just send a message either here or to me or in the WhatsApp chat. I know that around 5 people are not on WhatsApp. I can be in touch with you by email to check if that's at all a possibility. If not, we can try to come up with a different solution. I know it might be problematic for China to have access to WhatsApp. Boshun, what's your take on it?
Maybe I can use like VPNs to use the WhatsApp.
That would be great. WhatsApp is a very easy platform to use for regular communications and updates, and you can share whatever small news or challenges you have there. So you're very welcome to be active over there. You can also send any questions you have, etc. over there. And I duplicated the Mentimeter code, the link there, so that you are still able to send us your answers, because I see only 3 answers at the moment, which are grant writing, climate adaptation, and 3, there was probably a character limit, and project management. So yeah, and grant writing and project management will actually be covered in the first workshop. So we are still looking forward to hear what kind of topics you are most interested in. And some ideas, just to give you a few, could be negotiations, pitching and presentation skills, gender sensitivity in project management, in general topics of gender and working with it, global citizenship education, finance, marketing, storytelling, advocacy, etc. It can be like almost anything. We know a lot of people that could deliver those workshops, and we can look for someone that will be most relevant for you. So please give us your input, and we will try to accommodate it to the best of our ability, so that we make the second workshop as fitted and tailored to your needs as possible. And that's essentially it from our side. Once again, sorry for no time for the Q&A session, but I hope it was nice to have a less formal chat in the breakout rooms. And we will reserve more time for Q&A with the first workshop that's happening already on Friday next week, on the 24th of May. And I really look forward to seeing all of you there. And in the meantime, please get in touch with your mentors. I will send you a bit more information with the Google form and a few other resources, probably not today, but this week anyways. And yeah, it was incredible to meet all of you, and I look forward to supporting you on this journey and being there for you for any challenges that arise, and just, yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
You.
Thank you so much.